Hey friends, it's Kate and welcome back to my channel, Golden State Educate. So I'm super excited about today's video because I'm actually doing a tag with several other teachers here on YouTube. So after you watch this video, make sure you click all the links in my description box so that way you can check out their amazing videos as well. I don't know if I've done a tag on my channel. I'm trying to think about it, and I think maybe the only tag I've ever done was my very first video that I ever posted this time last year, which was like a get to know me teacher tag. So honestly, it's kind of cringe because it's my first video, but I'll have that link down below if you're interested in checking that out. But this video, on the other hand, is extra exciting because the main topic is summer, which is my favorite topic right now because I just finished my first year of teaching. If you didn't already know, I was a first year kindergarten teacher here in Northern California, and this was probably one of the craziest years to be a first year teacher, but we made it through. What with COVID and distance learning and hybrid learning and some in-person learning, it was just a crazy year, and I think this summer feels extra sweet, not only because this year was so crazy, but this is also my very first teacher summer, so I am ready to relax. It is actually Wednesday right now, so I've already been on summer for a few days. Our last day of school was Friday, and then we had the weekend, and then now it is my first week of summer, and let me just tell you, I wake up every single day and the first thing I say is, I love summer, because I'm just so excited that we made it to this point. So if you aren't already caught up on my last few videos, again, I'll have them linked in the cards above and in the description box below. I had a really exciting announcement for my last video, and then I also vlogged our last week of school if you're interested in seeing how we wrapped up hybrid kindergarten. All right, so that's enough chatting, and I'm going to jump into the tag. All right, so I kind of already answered the first question. I always do this. I never look at the questions and then I look at them and figure out I already answered them. So the first question is, where do you teach and what do you teach? So I am in Northern California, particularly in the Bay Area. And if you're familiar with the Bay Area, I live in the South Bay area, so like San Jose, around there. And I was a first year kindergarten teacher this year. And now going into my second year, I am moving on up and I will be teaching second grade this next year. So I am so excited about that. The next question number 2 is, how much of the year were you spent fully distance learning versus hybrid versus fully in person? So I was hired last summer, and when I was hired, we weren't really sure what we were going to be doing, but we ended up starting the year fully distance learning. There was some talk about going hybrid various different times, but we didn't actually end up going hybrid until March. I also have a video of that. And we were hybrid learning from March until the end of the year. So about mid-March, we opened up and I had 16 students in class and then 6 online. But we made it so like once you made the decision, you couldn't change. I could only have 16 kids in my class for in-person hybrid. So I had 16 in person, 16 online, and we did concurrent hybrid teaching. So 100% all day long, I was teaching the kids online and the kids in person synchronously at the exact same time. So that was a treat, but I'm very happy that it's over. At no point did our school ever get to fully in-person learning, but they have announced that when we come back in August for the new school year, we will be done with hybrid, we will be done with any kind of remote distance learning, and our whole school will be 100% in person all 5 days a week. So I'm really looking forward to that. Question number 3 is, what is your first weekend plans of summer? So I'm a little bit late to getting to this tag, so I already had my first weekend of summer, but honestly, I just kind of relaxed. I laid low, I slept. I think I slept like 13 hours the first weekend of summer, and I think that's really what my body needed, so that's what I did. I live in an apartment complex and I have a pool here, so I had some of my friends come over for a little pool day. I've already gone on several hikes. I've done a hike like every single day so far. I've been doing shopping with my friends, and I also have been vlogging this whole first week of summer, so look out for that video next week. Number 4 is, how does your summer morning routine differ from your school morning routine? And let me just tell you, my summer morning routine could not be any different than my school morning routine. I don't know about you, but I am not a morning person, like at all whatsoever. So sometimes teaching is extra hard for us night owls because I'm down to stay up at night, but then waking up in the morning is so hard for me. So usually during a school year, I don't know if I filmed like a morning routine while we were in school because we were distance learning, so it wasn't that crazy. But if you want to see a summer morning routine, let me know. I can film that. But I love to sleep. So normally in the school year, I have to wake up at like 6 o'clock to get ready and get to work. But in the summer, I don't set my alarm. No alarm summer is like my favorite thing. I hate having to wake up to an alarm. So I'll usually wake up at like 8 or 8:30 whenever the sun starts beating through my window. But it's super nice getting to wake up feeling refreshed and relaxed and knowing that I have the whole day ahead of me to just kind of do whatever I want. So my summer morning routine usually looks like waking up at like 8 or 8:30. I'll make my waffle, I'll have my coffee, and I'll just kind of have a relaxing morning. So I'll journal, or I'll read, or I'll watch some videos on YouTube. I will maybe go for a walk outside, and that's really how I like to get my morning started. So that is so much better than waking up to a alarm when it's still dark outside and then having to go to work. So my summer morning routine is a whole world different than my regular morning routine when I have to get up to go to school. Ooh, number 5 is one of my favorite questions. It's what's on your summer reading list? So I absolutely love reading. If you aren't already following me on Goodreads, I will have the link to follow me on Goodreads down below. I love logging my books. I've been a bookworm for as long as I can remember, and one of my favorite things to teach in school is reading and writing, so I'm super passionate about books. Right now, I'm finishing the book, People You Meet on Vacation. It's a really light, easy kind of summer beach read, so I thought that'd be a good one to kick off my summer. I'm also really obsessed with Colleen Hoover. I read It Ends With Us and I read Verity last summer, and I feel like her books are just super gripping, really easy reads, and I'll honestly fly through them within a couple of days. So I'm really looking forward to reading Regretting You. That should be a good one. And then the third book on my read list for right now is The Unhoneymooners. So again, just a really fun, light summer read, lighthearted, and I'll have the links for those books down below. Actually just started an Amazon storefront, so I'll have a whole section of books that I love that I've read this year, and then books that are also on my to be read list if you want to check that out. Number 6 is kind of going off of number 5, but number 6 is what is on your watch list. So I'm not like a big watcher, which is super funny. Like I feel like I watch a lot of YouTube, but when it comes to Netflix and Hulu and like other kind of streaming channels, I don't really watch that many shows. I'm like a huge Survivor junkie. I feel like I'm probably looking like such a nerd right now, but I love Survivor, and I will rewatch seasons of Survivor like over and over and over again. Like kind of how some people feel about Gilmore Girls or Friends, people who just watch the same shows over and over. Survivor is like my guilty pleasure show. I will seriously watch that any time of the day. And I've also just been really into kind of like trash reality television. I feel like that makes me sound so bad, but it's just so easy and lighthearted and fun. So I don't watch The Bachelor. I haven't really been able to get into that, but I've been loving Are You the One, which is on MTV. And then I've also been loving The Circle. So if you didn't see The Circle last year, it came out during quarantine. And then The Circle season 2 just came out, and I'm really looking forward to watching that. So really fun, kind of like how I've been saying with my books. Over the summer, I just want fun, lighthearted things to enjoy. So those are the things that are on my watch list. But if you have any recommendations for things I should watch, I'm always looking for suggestions, because obviously I can't just continue to watch Survivor forever, even though I'm sure that would make me happy if I could. So leave me a comment down below what your favorite thing to watch is, and I would love to check that show out. I feel like number 7 was the hardest question for me, and it was, what is something you've been putting off for months, but you're looking forward to doing over the summer? So there's a few things. I feel like I'm a big reader, but I haven't been reading as much towards the end of the year just because I was super busy and I had a lot going on. So I'm looking forward to prioritizing reading a lot more. This summer is also really special because California is kind of opening up on June 15th. So right at the beginning of summer, we're kind of lifting a lot of our pandemic COVID rules, and a lot of things are going to be open again. So it's not even necessarily things that I've been putting off that I'm excited to do and prioritize, but it's things that I kind of just couldn't even do that I'm also getting to do again for the first time. So I love yoga. I love going to barre classes, and on the 15th, a bunch of yoga studios around me are finally opening up. I've lived here for a whole year and I haven't been able to go to any of the yoga studios around me. So I'm really looking forward to going to several yoga classes over the course of this summer and just being really present and getting aligned and just getting back into my yoga practice. I think that will be really awesome. I also love summer because I can really prioritize YouTube over the summers. I started my channel this time last year when I had a lot of free time going into my first year of teaching, and I have so many ideas for videos coming up this summer. So definitely looking forward to prioritizing YouTube more. Kind of going off of that, number 8 is what is your summer job or summer side hustle? I am a first-year teacher, and so many people asked me to do summer school, but after the year that I just had, I was saying, heck no, no way I'm doing summer school. But if you are doing summer school, you are seriously an angel and a rock star. I don't know how you're doing it, but you're amazing for stepping up to the plate and doing that. I'm also not from the Bay Area. My parents live in San Diego, so it's really important for me to spend a good bit of my summer going home and seeing my family and seeing some of my friends that live there. So I didn't really have the option to have a summer job, but if you didn't know, I do make some small commission off of my YouTube channel. So every time I post videos and you all watch them and enjoy them, I do make a little bit of income off of YouTube. So I guess filming YouTube is kind of my side hustle, but I also do a little bit of babysitting occasionally here and there. So I guess those are my 2 summer side hustles. Question number 9 is, what is your ideal self-care summer day? And I love this question. One of my favorite things to do is just wake up in the morning and say, you know, what could I do today that would make me just so happy? Like, what sounds like a great thing for me to do? So if I could plan my ideal summer day, I would probably sleep in a little bit, wake up at like 8:30 or 9, because you know that I love to sleep. I would love to go to brunch, maybe get some brunch with my friends, go on a hike near the beach, like in Santa Cruz. Santa Cruz is super close to us, so there's the mountains and the ocean, and it's just such beautiful hiking by the beach over there. So I think a little sleep in, a little brunch, a little hike by the beach would be really nice. And then now that things are kind of opening up, I'm super excited to go out in the summer. A couple summers ago, my friends and I would get drinks and go dancing and just really enjoy like a fun summer warm night out in San Francisco or at some of the other places around the San Jose area. So I think that would just be a really fun way to spend my summer. So waking up, going to brunch, going on like a beach hike or spending a beach day, and then having like a fun summer night out dancing with my friends sounds super ideal. I think I would love that. Number 10 is, what is your favorite thing to do outside? And I kind of already answered this. I really love hiking. It gets super hot here in California and also in the Bay Area as well. So sometimes it's kind of hard to do like inland hikes, especially when it's like 80 or 90 degrees. But I do love doing a good night hike or an early morning hike or going out towards the beach where it's a little bit cooler. Any of those are really nice. And I also really love camping. I haven't gone camping since before the pandemic because so many campsites were either really booked or closed during COVID. So I'm really looking forward to hopefully getting out and going camping a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go camping this summer. September for Labor Day, I think that would be really fun. Number 11 is, what is my favorite thing to do inside? I really like to read. I feel like all of these answers are super similar to each other, but reading is one of my favorite things to do. Snuggling up with a good book or even relaxing on my patio with a good book are some of my favorite things to do inside. The last question is there any summer PD that you have planned that you're hoping to do? I'm not really sure. I haven't signed up for any PD, and I probably wouldn't prioritize doing any PD maybe in the month of June, because I'm hoping to really just spend June like relaxing, kind of unplugging, recharging from the school year. But being a second-year teacher and also having my first year mostly distance learning, I do feel like a little bit guilty and a little bit behind. Like, there's certain things that I wish I would have known how to do, but circumstantially I'm just not very good at it, or I didn't get a lot of practice. So there are some PDs that I think I need to look into and check out for this next year. I think everyone would benefit from doing a behavior management or classroom management PD going into kindergarten and then also going into hybrid at the end of the year. My class was just really chaotic, and the few tools and strategies that I had worked sometimes, but not all the time. So I think I'm just really looking forward to finding different classroom management strategies to help strengthen our class and then make sure everyone is doing what they're supposed to be doing. And if one way doesn't work, I have several different strategies and ideas to manage the behaviors in my classroom. But other than that, I'm really passionate about reading, and I really want to find out different reading strategies to kind of boost my knowledge of how to do reading groups and just guided reading in general. I taught kindergarten this year and I'm moving up to 2nd grade, so I can use a lot of the phonics knowledge that I had from this year for some of my maybe lower readers in 2nd grade. But I really want to encourage higher order thinking and deep dive thinking for some of my students who will be either on grade level or above grade level. So any kind of reading strategy PDs that you guys have heard of, or if you've done any, leave those in the comments down below, because I'm really looking to sign up for some kind of reading strategies or guided reading program or PD over the summer. All right, my friends, so this video is getting really long. I love to chat. If you've been here for a while and if you've watched my vlogs, you know how chatty I am, but my goal is to keep some of my videos a little bit shorter because they got pretty lengthy over the school year, but I hope you all enjoyed. So if you like this video, make sure to leave it a like and check out the description box down below if you want to see any of the other fabulous teacher tubers videos of this exact same tag. If you aren't already, please make sure to hit the red button down below and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for a lot more content coming very soon. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye everyone.